Just broken cumulus clouds across most of KLN, except for northeastern South Dakota and southwest Minnesota. Clouds maybe a little bit thicker there. Otherwise, we are on our way to a really nice weekend. Overnight tonight, mostly clear skies. 60 the low Sioux Falls, 59 Aberdeen, 60 in Pierre, 58 in Rapid City. During the day tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. 82 Sioux Falls, 81 Aberdeen, 86 in Pierre, 93 degrees in Rapid City. Sunday looks pretty good too. We'll talk about that in just a bit. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News first at 4.
Coming up, how you can help authorities in Hanson County with recent vandalism.
Plus, we'll tell you what we know about a crash near Buffalo this morning.
Plus, CBS News correspondent David Begnaud joins us live with a preview of a story that he has about second chances. Good afternoon and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. We now know the names of the two women believed to have drowned on Lake Henry earlier this month. The women have been identified as 65-year-old Kelly Harris of Buffalo, Wyoming, and 66-year-old Lee Davis of Scottsdale, Arizona.
According to the Kingsbury County Sheriff's Office, the autopsy results will not be shared with the public. Authorities believe the women were on personal flotation devices with the wind picked up and they were overcome by the waves. Authorities in Hanson County are asking for your help today with recent vandalisms in Alexandria. The sheriff's office shared these pictures of the damage. A mirror was broken in the bathroom at a football field and a picnic table was damaged at the park. A hand was also broken off of a statue of Mary next to the Catholic Church.
The most recent incidents were reported this morning. Several windows were broken out at the horse arena, and several items were also reported stolen from the concession stand at the baseball field. If you have any information, you should call the Hanson County Sheriff's Office. Two men have been identified in separate crashes on opposite ends of the state.
The first happened south of Spearfish just after 6 o'clock local time on Monday night. 22-year-old Brendan Scott Rebson lost control on a curve, left the road, and then went down a wooded embankment. He was thrown from his bike and died from his injuries.
Then around 4.5 hours later, a motorcycle was heading east on I-90 near Sioux Falls when it left the road. It crashed into a fence and the driver was thrown. 29-year-old Vasily Manulo died at the scene.
The Hardin County Sheriff's Office is praising other local first responders after a crash south of Buffalo this morning. The authorities shared these photos of the crash to social media. First responders were seen trying to get someone out of a damaged car. You can also see a pickup with its door ripped off. Officials say that the people involved were taken to the hospital but will be okay.
Well, let's get a check of the weather. I think the wind was out today.
It was a tad bit on the windy side, Jay.
Yes, that is true. But you know what? Timing is everything. And the winds are dying down. We're going to have hardly any wind this weekend. A good beach and boating weekend because our temperature is going to be back to normal for this time of year. In Sioux Falls, we have just those broken cumulus clouds. A lot of those are going to dissipate tonight. In fact, we'll have a mostly clear sky tonight. Yeah, you were talking about those winds are still out of the northwest at 22. They will die down tonight. Right now, 78 in Sioux Falls. Up to the Aberdeen area, you see some partly cloudy skies there as well. North wind at 19, 78 also in the Aberdeen area. It's going to be a big weekend for the boaters and the swimmers. You can see not too much in the way of winds at Lake Madison. North breeze at 16 miles an hour. Temperature there 73. And as we go toward Pier right now, we have a partly cloudy sky there as well. 85 degrees with a north wind at 10. Western South Dakota, as always, is a bit warmer. 89 right now in Rapid City. North breeze at 6. Yeah, you can see a little wildfire smoke in the air over downtown Rapid City. Otherwise, there are your temperatures. You see the arrows. Those are the northerly winds. They're going to die down tonight. We're going to have hardly any wind all weekend long. Here's a look at your forecast for tonight. Skies will become mostly clear. Low 60 Sioux Falls, 59 Aberdeen, 60 in Pierre, 58 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. 82 in Sioux Falls with a north breeze, 81 Aberdeen, 86 in Pierre, 93 in Rapid City. Now, we could have a few sprinkles this evening, northeastern South Dakota and southwest Minnesota along the Buffalo Ridge. not much there to work with. We'll talk more about that. We'll have your weekend forecast in detail in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. Well, coming up on Monday, CBS Mornings has an uplifting way to start your work week. It involves a 17-year-old from right here in Sioux Falls who broke the law making graffiti and then got a message from the mayor.
CBS News correspondent David Begnaud joins us now live with a preview of his story on second chances. Hello, David.
Don and Kelly, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
How did you find out about this story in Sioux Falls?
Well, you know what? We had actually flown, I sit on a board of directors for a journalism outlet in Louisiana, and we had flown your mayor down to Louisiana to give a talk at this event. And I took him out to dinner afterwards, and I said, you know, Mayor, I'm always looking for good stories around America. You got any ideas? And he said, well, you know what's kind of funny? He said, I got a call from the police in Sioux Falls recently to tell me about some graffiti that had happened. And they said they knew who it was, and they had identified the juvenile, and they were going to press charges. And the mayor said, I asked them to see what it looked like, and I got the video, and I thought to myself, wow, I know this is a crime, but this is some incredible art. And what happened from that point on is the mayor basically made a call to this young adult who lives in your city and said, hey, I'm the mayor. I know what you did. You're going to have to pay the consequences, but I believe in your talent, and I want to give you an opportunity to channel that talent in a better way, a better direction.
David, you said that this is the perfect type of story for the series Begnaud's America, which airs every Monday, CBS Mornings. Why do you feel that it's a perfect story?
Yeah. Because it highlights our better angels, because it emphasizes second chances, because it shows the grace of a man who was put into an office like the mayor's office in the heartland of America, who finds out about a kid who did something wrong. And that is his first encounter with law enforcement. And what the mayor said to me was, I didn't want his first encounter to give him a negative impression of law enforcement. Sure, we needed him to pay the consequences so he could learn a lesson. But I also wanted to help show him, hey, there's a better way, and I believe in your talent and your abilities. So we brought them both to New York for the story that you're going to see on Monday. And there's a surprise. The mayor actually came with something that he hand-delivered during our segment.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it. David, of course, you've had a chance to visit Sioux Falls in the past. What do you think of the place?
I have. I love it. Listen, I'm from Louisiana, and so Middle America is one of my favorite places. I went to Sioux Falls during COVID, and I have to tell you, the first thing I thought when I went there was, there are so many fit people here. Y'all must exercise a lot, because I was impressed. But the food was good, but perhaps better than anything, it was the hospitality. The hospitality that I felt in South Dakota is what made me say I want to go back. So I'm looking forward to my next trip there.
Well, we invite you to come back anytime. We love it that you notice our hospitality.
Yeah, we can't wait to see the story. Thanks a lot, David.
All right. Thanks a lot, David. David Begnaud from CBS.
See y'all Monday.
Right on. Well, another group of South Dakota National Guardsmen will be headed to the southern border this fall. It will be the 8th detachment to make the trip to Texas.
In her weekly column, Governor Kristi Noem said this latest group will continue to work on building a border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. 25 South Dakota counties will receive federal help repairing the damage left behind by this summer's record flooding. Plus, home and business owners in 4 South Dakota counties will also receive help from FEMA. Those counties include Lincoln, Turner, Davison, and Union counties.
Officials are still working out the details and will be announcing recovery center dates and locations soon. We are working on gathering more information, and we'll take you to one of the counties that was hardest hit tonight on KELOLAND News.